Hello everyone, welcome in Cool IT Help. Guys, this is new JavaFX tutorial for you. In this tutorial, we will see the use of background thread. Suppose you have to execute some task in the background and you have to update the progress on your JavaFX application, and there you have a progress bar. So you can update the progress of background task on the progress bar. So how you will do it? The same scenario I will cover in this example. I will describe you the whole concept. So first I will show you the demo what I have prepared here in the NetBeans IDE. Then I will tell you about the implementation logic behind the scene, and then I will go through you the code step by step. So guys, are you ready? Let's get started. So here I'm going to run my example. So this is the stage, and guys, you can see we have one table and we have one button. So I will click on this button and the background thread will execute some background task, and from the background thread we can update the progress status in progress bar. So we will see this. So I just clicked and you can see there's a progress bar and the background is non-interactable right now. And you can see the progress is running. So the background thread completing its task and sending the progress update to this front end UI. So I have made this example for you and I will describe you everything right here in this video tutorial. And you can see the data is loaded right now. Okay guys, and I'm going to close it, and first we will understand the implementation logic behind the scene. So first we will understand the implementation logic. Implementation logic, I have prepared this arrangement to explain you the concept. You can see on the right hand side we have one table view with 3 columns, and we have a one progress bar on it to update the progress of background task, and we have a one button and I named it load data. Once you press this button, so a background thread will be initiated, and whatever the activity you want to perform with the background thread, that will be executed, and the background thread will send back the progress on this progress bar. Okay, so we have to do this thing. On left hand side I have described the implementation with the help of these boxes. Okay, so first you can assume this left hand side rectangle, this is your JavaFX application thread. Once you start your application, so your JavaFX application start a single thread, and all the activities like table view, progress bar and button, that will be put inside this thread. Okay, and we have to perform something in the background, so we have to take the help of service class. Okay, and the service class and the task class. So before understanding on this thread, I would like to tell you two things about the service class and task class. First, we will understand the service class and task class. We are going to create a background thread with the help of service class and task class. So what is the use of service class and task class? So first we will understand with the help of this note. So this is the basic understanding you must know about the service class and task class. You can see the definition. So service class is designed to execute a task object on a one or several background threads, and the service class methods and states must be accessed on the JavaFX application thread. That means you have a background thread and you have a JavaFX thread, so both can communicate. That's why we are using service class here. The purpose of this class is to help the developer to implement the correct interaction between the background thread and the JavaFX application thread. So just focus on this line. Okay guys, and now we will see the use of task class. So the tasks are used to implement the logic of work that needs to be done on a background thread. It means you have some action, you want to connect the database, you want to parse the fxml, or you want to fetch the data from other website Okay, so these tasks related to the background, and that will be executed with the help of background task. So we will use the tasks class here to do this, and this class has a call method. Now check the second line. Your implementation of task class must override the call method. So we will create a one class by extending the task class, and there's a method call, and we will put our logic of work here in the call method. So once the call method will be executed, so a separate thread will be invoked, and whatever the task we have, that will be executed in this thread. Okay, and this call method will return the results. So the service class and task class are used here in this example. Now we are going back in the implementation. So guys, you can assume this is the background thread, and that is created with the help of service class. Okay, and the task class has a method call that will return the useful information. You can return anything. Here we need to return the table view data. Okay, so we will return observable list to fill data inside this. Okay, you can see it is mentioned here, implement the logic of work that needs to be done on the background thread. Okay, and the task class has a update progress method. Okay, so suppose you have a 5 action item to be performed in the background. Okay, so suppose your first item is completed, then you can send the progress back to here on the JavaFX screen. That means your 30% task is completed. Again, you have performed another activity, that action item 2 is completed, then you can again call the update progress method and update the progress here in the progress bar on JavaFX application. And action 3 item is completed, then you can update the progress like 70% is completed, and action 4 item is completed, then you can update the progress like 80% is completed. And the same way, performing your task and send back the progress status to this progress bar with the help of update progress method of task class. So guys, this is very simple. You can see calling update progress method after completion of each action item to show the progress in progress bar. So this is the use of task class here to update the progress in the progress bar. So the conclusion is we are communicating from the background thread back to JavaFX application thread. That's why we are using service class and the task class. So guys, this is the implementation logic, which is very clear and easy. I will show you code in the NetBeans IDE, then you will be able to correlate all this stuff with the code. Then you will get the clear understanding on the whole concept. I hope this is clear to you. If you have any doubt on this, so please comment in the comment section. I will try my best to reply as soon as possible. Now we will look into the code. So I am taking you inside the NetBeans IDE. Now here in the NetBeans IDE, I will explain you all the implementation details. And guys, you can see the very first thing, this is the fxml based project. So I have just simply created a fxml based project. So initially we got the 3 files, controller files, fxml, and one file which has a start method and main method. So initially we got these 3 files, and other important thing that we have created the 3 more classes. One, employee details, second is get daily employee data service .java, and third one is get daily emp data task.java. So I will explain you later. First I will show you the fxml arrangements that we have made to populate the data in the table view. So let me show you first the fxml. So here's the fxml that is open in the scene builder, and here you can see that this is the expansion of the components tree. So there's a base pan, which is the anchor pan, and then I have used one stack pan. I have used the stack pan because we have to place some more elements on it, like progress bar. Okay, so first we have made one VBox added here, and then we have added table view and button inside it, because we want a overlay on it. Once we click on this button, then a shadow will appear here, and the table will be non-interactable until the background task is completed and loading the data inside the table view. That's why we have made these arrangements. So let me show you. And we have 3 columns in this table. Okay, and more things what we have done, we have given the FX ID to each component, the stack pan, and FX ID is assigned to this, and then we have assigned the FX ID to table view. So this is the table view FX ID. Then we have FX ID for the column 1, FX ID for column 2, and the FX ID for column 3. Okay, and there's a button. So on the click of this button, we will perform our action. That's why we have created one action handler method here, and we have assigned it to this button. Okay, so this is the arrangement that I have done in the FXML side. I hope this is clear to you. Okay, I'm minimizing it. Then we will come back here. Then we will understand the use of the classes that we have created additionally. So the first class is employee details.java. Guys, this is the data model for our table view, because we have to populate the data inside the table view. That's why we need a one bean class to hold that data. Let me show you this thing. This is the employee details class, where we have these 3 properties, and we have some getter setter methods. Simple. And this is the constructor of employee details. Okay, so we will store the objects of employee details in the observable list. Then we will set that list inside the table view. So the purpose of employee details is this one. Okay, now coming back to the next class, this is get daily emp data service.java. As we have seen in the beginning of the video, that we have to create a background thread that we need a service class. So we have created our class, and we are extending this service class. Okay, because we have to perform something in the background, and because service class is going to use the employee details object and observable list. So we have given the generics here. We have specified the type, and here is the method create task of this service class. Okay, so whenever we create the instance of get daily employee data service, then a background thread will be created. Okay, so the arrangement we have made, we have to implement the create task method of this service class. Okay, and inside it we again calling the constructor of get daily emp data task, because we have made the separation between the logic so that it is easy to understand. Now I'm going to show this class get daily emp data. This is very simple and easy. Now you can see here, this is the class which is going to extend the task class. Okay, and as I have told you, whatever the code or implementation of work we want to execute in the background, we have to put inside the call method of task class. That's why we have made this class by extending the task class. You can see here. So the call method right now is returning the observable list, and the type is employee details object. So what arrangement I have made here, you can see this is the illustration, like you are going to perform multiple tasks, and after completion of each task you have to update the progress back to the progress bar. So you have to call this method. So what is the meaning of this method? Update progress method. This is the progress percentage. Okay, so suppose your total task is divided into 500 units. Right now 0 unit is completed, and this progress will be updated to the progress bar. Okay, and I have used the thread.sleep to show that something is happening. Okay, so first task is completed, then we have completed 30 units of complete task, so we again updated the progress. In the same way, further task is completed, so we have completed the 100 units. Okay, so 20% progress will be displayed on the screen. In the same way, again we have completed another task, and 30% progress is completed. So we have 150 units done. So this is the number, and this is the part of total task. 150 unit is completed from 500 unit. That means 30% task in progress. In the same way, 40% task is progress done, 60% progress done, and we are sending back this message to the progress bar. There we are updating the progress status. Okay, and here is our logic. That means after completion of 70%, we have to do some activity. So I have used my code to populate the data in the table view. So there, at this level, I am preparing the observable list with the help of this fx collection.observable list, and inside this we are using the constructor to create the object, and this is the data model and employee details. First object is created and added in the employee data. The same way, second object is created and added in employee data. Okay, this is the observable list. And finally, all tasks are completed, and we have shown the progress 100% is done on the progress bar. And finally, we have just returned the data, EMP data. And the beauty of this call method is it can return anything. It can return object. Okay, so you can return anything with the help of this call method. So here we need the observable list to fill data inside the table view. That's why we have returned the observable list with the help of this call method. So this is very simple and clear. I hope you are clear on this concept. Okay, so this is the arrangement that we have done by using service class and the task class. Now we are going back to the controller. So the button click activity will execute some code. So we need to understand the arrangement done in the controller. Okay, come here. So this is the FX ID that we have given in the FXML to the table view, and the FX ID for the columns, and this is the FX ID for the stack pan that is available on stage. And guys, this is the initialize method. I hope you are familiar. The activity is setting the set value factory and connecting with the property of the employee details class, because whatever the data is loaded in this property, that will be set to the employee email cell. So we have to do this code. And coming to the next one, this is the action handler for the load data button that we have seen here. Load data, and this is the action handler method. So we are inside the action handler method. What we are doing, we simply creating the object of get daily employee data service class object. Here you can see this is the class object is created, and we are using it. And the another thing what we have done here, we have used the region class. As you have seen, the transparent gray color shadow appeared once we press the load data button. So that is the arrangement made here with the help of this region class. Okay, and here we have set this style to make it transparent and semi gray color, and we have set the size. Okay, and then we have created the instance of a progress indicator. Okay, that is showing the progress of background task in the JavaFX stage, and this is the size. You can reduce and maximize the size of the progress indicator with the help of this. Okay, then the important things that we have to done here, because we are going to communicate with the background thread, okay, with the JavaFX thread. So we have to connect the progress indicator property with this service class progress property. So we have to write this important statement: p.progress property dot bind service dot progress property. So we are binding the progress property. That means service class is sending some progress back to the progress bar. So in this way we can connect. Okay, in the same way we have connected the visible property of this region with the service running property. Okay, until the service is running, so wheel will be visible. Once the service is completed, so this shadow, the gray shadow, will disappear. So the line number 54 is used to display that shadow until the service is running in the background. And here in the same way, the visible property of the progress bar is bind to the service running property. Okay, and then we have connected the items property. That means table view has some items that we need to add. So we have connected the items property with the service value property, because the call method is going to return the employee data, this observable list. So we have connected the service value property. Okay, only then your table view will be populated with the data rows. Otherwise you will not able to see the rows inside the table view. So these are very important lines of code that we have used here. And in the last we have the stack pan object, and we are using get children, add all, and then we have added the shadow, and on that we have added the progress bar. Okay, and finally we have used the start method of service class to start the service. Okay, and this is the complete arrangement. I hope this is clear to you. This is little bit tricky, but if you go through the complete tutorial session, so you will be able to understand and correlate each concept. Okay guys, so this is done and it is ready to run. I have done small changes. I have removed one unused line, so I am doing a clean build one more time, and I will run this example again. Okay, build is successful. Now we are good to go. Okay, here we are. We have the stage. Now I'm going to click and tell you the things we have done in the controller. So here's the stage. So you can see the table view item property is connected with the service value property. Once you click on this load button, so service will be executed, and service is initiating a thread, the background thread, and your task is going to be performed in that. Once the completion is done, the thread completed its task, it will load the data inside the table view. And in the in between the process, the background is performing its task, it will send back the progress updates, and that will be displayed here in this progress indicator. Okay, now see this, I'm going to click again. You see, and you can see this, the service is initiated and thread is performing some task and sending back the progress here. So we are updating in this progress indicator. Okay, it's done. Finally the data is loaded here in this table view. Okay, so guys, this is the way you can perform the some task in the background, and you can load the data, you can process the video, and you can do lots of activity in the background thread. Okay, and then you can send the progress back to here on the progress, so the user will remain aware that progress of the task. So I hope all these concepts are clear to you. If you have any doubt, so please comment. I will try my best to reply as soon as possible. And guys, please like this video and share with your friends so they can also take the advantage of this tutorial. And guys, please subscribe my channel and press the notification bell icon so you will get the latest video updates from my channel on time. And guys, for now, thanks for watching. Cool IT Help.